So first we'll go with the training highlights. Okay. What are the points? What kind of concepts we are going to discuss as part of this entire training? We'll discuss that point first. Okay. So the first point is here, team. Types of projects. What type of projects we are going to cover entire this training session? Okay. So one is web-based applications. So we can say projects or applications. Anything is fine. Okay. Web-based projects, desktop-based projects, and SAP, database, and API. So these 5 categories will cover end to end. Okay. Other than these application, okay, other than these application, if you want to go with any specific application category, for example, Salesforce or any kind of Pega applications, if you want to get some hands-on experience on this, yes, we can do practice on these kind of applications as well. Okay. So the point is here, if we learn Tosca for one application, okay, if you learn Tosca for one application, the same thing is applicable for all projects, all Tosca projects. If you get a chance to work on any kind of web applications or desktop or SAPs or APIs or Salesforce, the process is same. Okay. That is the reason I'm just covering these many application categories as a part of training. Clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Oh. So see here, Tim. One more point here. When we come across this training highlights, so we are going to discuss two things within this training. One is Tosca Commander. This is what Tosca application. Okay, it is an on-premises application, and we required an installation for this. Okay, now installation is required. So using this application, we can complete all these categories, all these project categories. Along with this, I mean, additionally, I'm just teaching Tosca Cloud completely hands-on experience. Completely hands-on experience. So what is Tosca Cloud and Tosca Commander? As I said, team, Tosca Commander is the desktop application. Let me open. I already installed. If you open Tosca Commander, you can see the app, Tosca Commander app, since it is a desktop application. Okay. Anyway, we share the installation document to you. You can go through the document to do installation step-by-step process. Okay. And at the same time, we activate a license for you around 3 to 4 months. Okay. So installation guide is provided by ourselves only. And along with that, license activation is also will take care. License activation also will take care 3 to 4 months. It's not like a 3 to 4 months, you will get more than that also. Okay. And along with that, so regular assignments. If I'm discussing any concepts, must you have to practice on those assignments? Those all assignments are in track. I'll track each and every day how many of you doing assignments, how many of you not able to proceed. Okay. So I'll take the count. So if anyone facing any challenges over there, yes, definitely will help you out to clear the regular basis assignments. Okay. And along with this, we have a daily basis interview questions and answers. We have a QA section every day, team. Once we complete one particular concept, we'll discuss that particular concept related questions and answers. Okay. So once we're done with the entire Tosca Commander, then I'll start immediately Tosca Cloud. Okay. This is cloud application. Okay. There is no need of installation. Installation is not required. If you go market, no one is teaching this Tosca Cloud. If you go market, no one is teaching this Tosca Cloud application. Because nowadays, so the recent 2025 only, it is taking up. Okay, the market is occupying this Tosca Cloud along with Tosca Commander. Why? Because I'll tell you some challenges here. If you learn Tosca Cloud, then only you are applicable to go with Tosca Agentic AI and Tosca Copilot. If you want to work with these two categories, team must be required Tosca Cloud. If you see Tosca project level, let me open one particular project. So enter your credentials over here. Once you enter your credentials here, team, in the right side within this section, you can see one option like I'm just taking an adding here. Okay. So see here, able to see one add-on option. Okay. If we click on this add-on option here, you can see I already installed Agentic AI here. That is the reason I'm able to see here Agentic Test Automation. Okay. If we want to utilize the features of this Agentic AI, if I click this icon, it always asks us to enter a tenant name. Enter the tenant name. Okay, what is the tenant name? If you see this workspace, this Tosca Commander, it's already connected to the cloud. Okay, so if you go to here, the cloud, what are the URL we are just accessing here? nextartcareer.mytriscientist.com is there, right? Copy this one and just enter the tenant name and continue. So this is what required. So if you want to learn specifically, the agentic AI must be required these two things. That is the reason. So let me go here Anusha at nextitcareer.com and then click on next. Anusha at, oh, is not able to sign. So we require these credentials to work on the connected to the Tosca agentic AI. Clear? Anyway, I'll retrieve this password later. Understanding what is the importance of this particular Tosca Copilot and Tosca Cloud application? Everyone. It's a toscatraining.com. Maybe that is the issue. I'm not able to log in over here. See here, this is the Tricentis Tosca cloud application. If you see, this is the cloud. What are the actions we can do in a commander, like creation of the test case? Once you create the test case, execution, everything. Same activities we do in a Tosca cloud also. Okay. But here, we don't require any installations and it is very easy to understand also. I'll give you a completely hands-on experience on this Tosca cloud also, because if you want to learn some advanced features in Tricentis Tosca like Tosca Copilot and Agentic AI must be required a Tosca Copilot. So you no need to worry. I'm going to discuss these two concepts as part of this training session. Clear? Any questions on these two? Team, can you hear me, everyone? Yeah, please respond in the chat or you can unmute yourself and let me know. Okay. Okay. So here one more point. Ma'am, what about CI tools? Continuous integration tools. What about this particular CI tools? If I ask that question to work with this particular CI tools, so in Tricentis Tosca itself, they are providing one platform that is a distributed execution. Distributed execution. I'll teach you this distributed execution into it. And here one more point is also included, that is Vision AI. Okay. So the distributed execution I'll teach you, and I'll give you a guidance how to work with a Jenkins as well. So what are the advanced concepts we have, like Excel operations or PDF operations, any kind of file operations, folder operations, expression evaluation, recovery scenarios, everything will be covered entire this training session. This is what the course we just planned for this 50 days of training team. Okay. Along with this course, you will get the certification as well. Certification guidance. Okay. So completely you'll get the certification guidance here. So what type of certifications we are going to support you to clear AS1 certificates and AS2 certificate, TDS1, TDS2, AE1, Automation Engineer Level 1 and API. These all are the certificate. If you complete these six certificates, we'll get the badges. Okay. Finally, the advanced level certificate is there. That is a product consultant certificate. What is that? Product consultant certificate. This product consultant certificate, it is a PDF file. Clear? This product consultant certificate is a PDF file. So if you done this product consultant, that means you are having a more advanced knowledge on Tricentis Tosca. Okay. So why these certifications are important? Team, you will get the certificate directly from Tricentis company. Okay. So the Tricentis is declaring you are the eligible person to work on Tosca. That is what that certificate is stating. Okay. So here one more point in the certification point of view, even if you are attending any interview, the mandatory thing they always ask you to go with a certificate. If you done the certificate, then only they are able to schedule a interviews. That is what happening in the market. Understand? Everyone? Team, unmute yourself and let me know everyone able to understand what I'm telling here.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, right?
Yes, ma'am. These certifications are paid or free?
These certifications are completely free of cost. So we no need to pay any amount to a Tricentis company to work with these certifications. Clear? It is a completely a free of cost certificates. Understand? Okay. So we'll guide you how to work with the certification. We have a separate section for that to work on certification guidance part. Okay. This is the thing, the entire stuff is included as part of this training too. Any questions on the content point of view? What are the things we are going to cover entire this training? Clear, right? Team, please respond me. Everyone clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear.
Good. So now coming back to our Tosca team. So we are just understand the course content, what are the content we are going to discuss as part of this training. But let us coming to what is Tricentis Tosca and why we are choosing Tosca only. Okay. So how many of you came from a manual testing background here? Just raise your hands, Steve. Manual testing background. Just raise your hands. Okay. So, yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So, is anyone came from non-IT background? Just down your hands. Thank you, Imran and Ravindra. Mm. Is anyone came from non-IT completely? They don't know any manual testing and automation testing.
Yes, ma'am. I come from non-IT background.
Completely a non-IT background. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ashik. So, any others, team? Okay. So, first point, let us understand why automation is required. Let us understand why automation is required. So, before jumping to automation, first we have to understand what is manual testing. What is manual testing? Tell me, team, any one of our teams, what is manual testing? What is manual testing, team? Guys, can you hear me? So, manual
Without
testing, yeah, go ahead, Imran.
it will be performing manually without any intervention of the tools.
Yes. So, the thing is here, human directly interact with the application. Why interaction is required? To test the software. The software is working, the application software is working as expected or not. Correct. Application software is working as expected or not. So see here one point very clearly. Humans are working. Human is nothing but a tester. Okay, who are working as a manual tester. They used to work with application directly instead of using an applications in between automations. What is a manual testing? What exactly it happens? So I'll just take an example of one particular application team. Okay. Any live application, you can take a banking application or e-commerce application or any kind of healthcare applications. So right now, let me pick one application category here. That application is, I'm just choosing Amazon.in. So see here, Tim, this Amazon application is a e-commerce application. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This Amazon application is a e-commerce application. Okay. So let us assume one scenario. Okay. Let us assume one scenario here. So the scenario is as a tester, as a automation tester or manual tester, I just want to validate all these tabs. I just want to verify all these tabs are displayed in the web home page or not. Okay, all these tabs. So how to verify team as a manual tester? First of all, as a manual tester, we used to write the manual test steps to verify this one, right? Yes or no? Definitely that management or test lead or client, definitely they'll ask the manual test case document, the proof of document. What is the proof? If people are telling a testing is completed, but what is the proof? So the proof of document for manual testing, it is a test case template. Test case template. What is mean by test case template? See here, team, what are the test cases we just planned for automation or for testing point of view? We just create the test cases in a one Excel file. either Excel file or Word document. So let me write this particular scenario right now. So what are the steps we are going to automate here? The first one is open URL. What is the next step? Team, open URL. What is the next step here? Validate all these tabs. Okay, to validate, that means a verification. Verify all tab is visible. Okay, verify all tab and verify. What is the next tab? Fresh. Okay. So fresh, and the next one is
MX player.
MX player. Sell. What is the next tab then? Best seller and mobiles. Best seller and mobiles and customer service. Okay. And new release prime. Verify new release and prime. Okay. Not a prime. Just give me 1 minute. It is a prime. Okay. So what are the next tab? Amazon Pay, electronics and fashion. Okay. Let's make it as Amazon Pay, electronics and what is the next step? Fashions. Okay. Amazon Pay, electronics and fashion tab. So after fashion, what is the next one? Home and kitchen. Okay. Home and kitchen, books, computers. Go back to Word document. Home and kitchen, books, computers. Okay. The last one is beauty and personal care and gift card. Beauty and personal care. The last final is gift cards. So these all are the tabs. Okay. What are the tabs? I'm going to validate. I just written everything here. Close the application. Once you validate all these things, you have to close the application. So now tell me, this is the manual test case, right? So before executing of these test case, we are just written into a Word document or any Excel file. So tell me, team, who are working as a manual tester, is this acting as a manual testing or manual test case? Respond me.
Yes, ma'am.
This
Yes.
is acting as a manual test case. Okay. So we are just written the number of test steps here. So then coming to execution, so we have to execute all these steps in a manually. Okay. How to execute? Just open the URL. Once you open the URL, now we have to validate things properly. Yes, all tab is visible. What is the next one? Fresh tab is also visible. MX player, sell, okay, best seller, mobiles, so customer service, new release, and Prime, Amazon, electronics, fashions. These all are visible. As a manual tester, I just understand all the tabs are properly visible in the home page. So you have to take a screenshot of this particular page. Okay. Attach in the document. Attach in a document. So this kind of attachment, we call it as a execution report, right? This is acting as a execution report of manual testing. Clear, team? So do we do any other things other than these activities? Team, can you hear me, everyone?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
So this is what we do in a manual testing, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. The next one. Let us assume that you just executed this scenario today. Maybe after 1 week, the team lead is asking you to execute the same scenario again. So if the team is asking to execute same scenario again, you have to perform the actions manually only, right? Just opening of the application URL and then enter the application URL, verify all these steps manually, correct? Not only 1 week, after 1 month or any kind of releases before releases. So must we have to execute the scripts manually. So if I want to execute the scenario manually, how much time it is occupying? Are you getting? It is a lot of time taken process, correct?
Yes.
It's a completely lot of time taking process. So see here team, if you're still in a manual testing, not only a functional tester, if you're working as a SAP functional tester or Salesforce functional tester, so it won't add any value nowadays team. Must we have to upgrade ourselves. Okay. So if you upgrade your skill set to Tricentis Tosca, here there is no coding. What are the way you work on manual? So the similar way you work on Tosca also. Let me show you. So why automation is comes to the picture? Why automation is comes to the picture? If you come across automation, what is the use cases of automation team? It's a completely time saving process, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can save the time. I'll give you a best example here team. So the first point is a time saving process. Not only time saving process, we can save the time and we can release the product to client in a short span of time. We can spend very less time to release a product to the client. Okay. Then what is the next step? So if someone is asking you to run the scenario, you no need to sit in front of the systems to run the scenarios one by one. Okay. We can directly execute a bulk of test cases, execute a bulk of test cases at a time. Execute a bulk of test cases at a time. So using how to do that? Using CI/CD tools. You can use CI/CD tools, either Jenkins or distributed executions, to run the test cases together in a one single shot. So if you spent 5 hours of time in a manual, in automation, you no need to spend 5 hours. Within 2 hours, we complete all the executions via these tools. Okay. Let us take an example. Okay. So example, do you have an idea like Swiggy Mart, Instamart, right? Swiggy, Instamart, Jetto. Do you guys any idea on these tools? These
Yeah.
applications? So how much time they took to deliver the product?
5 minutes or 2 minutes.
2 to 5 minutes, either 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, they deliver product to us, right?
Yes.
But in before these things coming to a picture, how much time it will take to purchase everything? So do you have any idea, Big Basket? In the older days, if you want to purchase any grocery, something, we have to book in the Big Basket. They deliver next day morning, correct?
Yes.
So, but now what is happening? The number of tools are coming to a picture. It is saving our efforts, right? Manual efforts. Instead of going to a nearest grocery shop, purchasing the things, if you sit in a home, if you order something, definitely you will get order within 10 minutes, correct? That is what happening in the nowadays, correct? Same thing. So if we do manually, how much time it will take? If we do automation, how much it is saving our efforts. That is what automation is comes to the picture. Okay. In automation, what type of applications we are using right now? Right now we are learning Tosca automation tool. So which tool we are learning today? Tosca automation tool. So to work on Tosca, we don't require any coding. Okay, you no need to learn any coding here. No need to learn any coding. That means no coding in Tosca. Simply I can say no coding. So what are the way you just worked on manual testing? The similar way you can work on automation as well. The similar way you can work on automation as well. Understand? Let me show you how it looks like. So right now I'm just opening Tosca Commander here. This is my Tosca Commander. I'll show you team modules, test cases and executions. So let me create a one test case. So go to a test case section, do a checkout. I'm just showing one example how we can work in Tosca automation point of view. Right click on here, create a test case and name it as Tosca Amazon, otherwise Amazon page validations, right? Let's make it as Amazon page, otherwise tabs verification. We just do the verification of these Amazon tabs. So what are the first step we written in the manual test case? What is the first step? Open URL. Okay. So to open the application URL in Tosca, we have a predefined standard module. Go to the module section, this particular standard module, expand it and expand engines HTML. Under this HTML, you can see open URL module. So just move your cursor exactly on this open URL module. Select the module, drag. So this dragging and dropping option. Drag this particular module to test case and drop here. If you learn the drag and drop activity, that is pretty much enough to work on Tosca team. It's not more than that. It's completely a drag and drop option only. Okay. Once you drag and drop, here you can see URL field. Just enter the URL. That's it. Just go back here, copy this URL and then paste here. That's it. So the open URL step is executed. Okay. To pass the URL, we just drag and drop this module to test case. We are just drag and drop this module to test case. Clear? Next point.
Verify all tabs.
So to verify all the tabs, so these tabs are there in Amazon homepage. Okay. In Tosca, we don't have any predefined module for this Amazon page because this Amazon page is completely a project. Okay. Now I want to validate all these tabs. As a manual tester, I'll go and validate manually, but in automation, that is not possible. We have to capture the address of each tab. So the capturing of information we do in a module section. Go to a module, right click on here, do checkout. So to create any module, checkout is required. Again, do right click. Everyone able to see a scan option? Scan option D. Scan application. So in Tosca, to capture all tabs information, we use a scan option. Okay. Select this window. Click on scan. So once you click on scan here, everyone able to see the entire all controls. What are the controls this Amazon page is holding? All controls are loaded here. Everyone able to see that? Right? So as for the test case, what are the controls we required? All tab, fresh, MX player, sell, best seller, these controls we required. In Tosca point of view, we call these things as a control. Okay. Maybe in a Selenium, we call it as a locators. It terminology vary from automation tool to automation tool. Okay. So let me capture all these things. So if you go here, everyone able to see here the all tab.
Yes, ma'am.
Just click on this all respect to checkbox. Once you click on all tab respect to checkbox, are you able to see the bottom of the screen? It is stating the selected item is unique. Everyone able to see that message?
Yes.
So you no need to spend much time to make these controls as a unique. Okay, here we are not writing any XPath, CSS path manually. In Selenium automation, we used to write an XPath or CSS path to make a unique. But in Tosca, we no need to spend that much of time. Okay. Simply select the control automatically. Tosca itself, it make the control as unique. Automatically, Tosca itself, it make a control as a unique. Okay. So next, here you can see fresh tab and MX player. So cell control and best seller. I'm just selecting all these checkboxes, mobiles, customer service, and new releases. Okay. So the next one is Prime. So here I'm just choosing Amazon Pay and electronics. These all are the tabs. Fashion, home and kitchen. And do we have books page here? Books, computers, beauty products. Okay. So this is a books. And here you can see computers, beauty products, and finally gift cards. See here team, I selected these many controls, but are you able to see the status below? The selected item is unique. So I just identified all these control based on the naming conversion. You can see the naming conversion over here. Based on this naming conversion, I understand these all are the target control I want. Okay. If you want to check these controls, team, just use here highlight on selection. Just go to cell and click on highlight on selection. Are you able to see the cell is identified that highlighted into a red color? Cell
Yes.
control.
Yes, ma'am.
So the best seller, you can see mobiles is highlighted, customer service, something is highlighted. If you are not sure which one you just can, you can use highlight on selection over there. Okay. Then save the module. Once module is created, it's very simple. Go to our module section. This is the module right now I created. Are you able to see all controls are located here? All fresh, MX Explorer and sell, best seller, mobiles, computer, customer service, new release, Prime, Amazon Pay, electronics, home and kitchen, books, beauty and personal care. Everything is available here. Are you able to see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Now drag and drop, just drag and drop. That's it. Once you create the module, drag and drop this module. Just move exactly on your cursor and just go to your respective test case and drop the cursor. Now see automatically one test case test step is added. Here all the controls are visible. We just want to verify the action, right? Just use steer property. Visible. I'm just verifying the visibility of the control. Visible is equal to true. Action mode is verify. Clear? Like this, you can give visible property for all these controls. I'm just doing a visibility of this control. Action mode is verify. In MX player also, choose steer property. Visible is equal to true. Action mode is verify. The similar way, here you can use steer property. So visible is equal to true. Action mode is verify. So in the best seller, you can see again select visible is equal to true. Action mode is verify. So I'm just keeping my expected outcome here. The value, I'm just telling visible equal to true, right? This is my expected result. Okay. Just visible is equal to true. Action mode is verify. Okay. The customer service. So visible is equal to true. So are you able to see any coding here? Guys, please respond.
No,
No.
ma'am.
There is no coding. Okay. If you build the script today, if you want to run this test case at any point of time, simply come to this test case and execute. You no need to spend much time here. Automatically, this Tosca tool interact with Amazon web application. It verify all these tabs are visible in the web page or not. Okay. I'm just choosing here visibility is equal to true. True means team, that is what I'm expecting. Okay, I'm not sure what exactly the outcome in a actual value. If we run this script, it will compare our expected value with actual value. Okay, if both are matched, then it give a successful execution. Clear? Common key state properties. Visible is equal to true. Choose always action mode as a verify. Let me use again visible is equal to true. Action mode as verify. Again use state property visible is equal to true. Action mode as verify. So the beauty personal care also you can use visible is equal to true. So the visible is equal to true. Action mode is verify. Again use visibility. So team, we can build this script one time, but we can run this test case n number of times. Okay. So now I'm done with the verification of all tabs. What is the next step? What is the manual as per manual test case? Close.
Close the application.
Close the application. To close the application team, we have a predefined standard module. Go to module section and go to HTML standard module under HTML. Here you can see close browser standard module. This is a predefined standard module. Okay. Drag and drop this module to test case and drop here. Okay. So open URL is done and this one is also done. The last step is title. What is the title of this window team? Online shopping site in India. Everyone able to see the title?
Yes.
Just enter online and star symbol. Just go here, enter online and star. That's it. So we are just done with the scripted development. Once you're done with the scripted development, try to execute this scenario. To execute this particular scenario, we can simply go to Tosca, create a browser parameter here. I'm just creating one parameter as a browser. I'm just choosing which browser my test case wants to run. Okay. So I'm just choosing Chrome browser over here. Now I'm running the test case. Right click on here, run. So the scratchbook run is nothing but it is a temporary result. Anyway, we discuss all these points in a coming classes in detail. Okay. So see here, the execution is completed within fraction of seconds. Everyone able to see that? Clear? Is it giving any error message? No. If you see verification was success, verification was success. If we go to this log info, so you're expecting it is a true, actual value is true. So it always compare our expected value with actual value. Then only that's becoming as a verification was success message. Clear? So once you're done with the development, once you're done with this test case, change this work status to completed and then drag and drop. So we have to run this test case finally. Okay. Go to here, check out execution list, create one execution list folder, name it as Amazon list. Okay. Now drag and drop your respective test case to execution and run the final execution here. So if you run final execution here, that means it will store the log data. That means it save the log data of our test case execution. Okay. Once log data is saved successfully, so if someone is asking, either test lead or test manager is asking a report of execution, we can export this report easily. Like execution is completed. You can see here it is populated into a green color. Green means successful execution. Okay. Next one, right click on here, export the report. In Tosca, we do have 4 type of reports: execution entries with actual data, actual with issues, detailed log, achieved log, sample test report. This sample test report, it's a customized report which I created earlier. Okay. But let me choose here detailed log. So if we choose here detailed log team, we can export a report in any formatting. Here you can see, so I'm just exporting PDF format. If you see this down, we do have number of file formats to export the report, like Microsoft Excel file, Word document, PowerPoint. So these all are the different formats of file. Right now I'm choosing a PDF. Start. So I just exported this file to a desktop tip. So Tosca is exporting the report. Do you want no? So again, it is asking me screenshots. Yes. Are you able to see Tosca report is exported here? Execution test report. Total number of test cases I executed one. The successful result success rate is here 100%. And this is the chart representation. The status of this chart is it is a passed. If we go a little bit down, Amazon tabs verification. This is started this time and ended this time. Executed by whom? Anusha. And what are the steps I executed? You can see all the steps here. Clear tip? So entire this process like module creation, test case and execution. So do you find any coding here to work on Tosca?
No, ma'am.
No, right?
Yeah, no, ma'am.
So team, that's it for today. Okay, we just saw the execution example, right? So any questions till now?
Hi, Anusha ma'am. This is Lakshmi.
Yes,
So we are executing these online shopping tabs. So we are entering visible equals to true and verify. So we can copy that one verification equals true and drag all the tabs. Is it possible? Copy and paste.
yeah,
Or
copy paste is possible. Yes.
every time we need to enter verification equals true and verify value equals visible equals true. uh, Copy that that one and drag all the tabs.
Just copy this one, go to each field and then paste it here.
Okay.
We have to go to each field and paste it here because we are the person, we are just informing Tosca to verify each field. These all are the different fields, right? Different controls.
Yes.
Which controls you are trying to verify, just go there and paste it. Copy paste is
Okay.
possible, Lakshmi. Hmm?
Okay.
Mhm. Clear?
I'm good, ma'am.
Okay, what about others team? Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, it is clear for me.
So hope it's clear for everyone, right? Yes, Ravinder, your hand is raised. Do you have any questions?
No questions actually.
No questions, right? So Sai Dinesh, Soma Srinivas, Revant, Rashikar, clear, right?
Madam, I have one
Yes, ma'am.
doubt. Madam, I have doubt. If when we are scanning in the bottom where we can see the unique or not, if some case it is not unique, what we need to do?
So if
Mm,
control is not a unique property, then we
yes.
have to make a unique.
For the make a unit, there are multiple properties, right? By choosing the class and all those things. Is there any specific field we need to choose?
Yes, we
Uh,
have a recommended properties in Tosca. We
okay.
always used to follow the same process to
Okay.
identify the uniquely. Okay. Probably I'll discuss this uniqueness property tomorrow session. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So team, that's it for today, right? Any other questions? Okay. So if you have any questions, please make a note. We'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Thanks to you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.